Hi guys, and welcome to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today at Drayton Park Golf Club in my swing studio, and I'm going to do a real short video on stopping your shank. So before we get cracking, there is all the social media info you need for us coming along the bottom of the screen now for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and the website address. So please check us out on there if you don't already. Plenty other content and clippets from some of the videos, bits and pieces going to go on there, so check those out, they're going to really help you. So a shank, as we all know, really destructive shot in golf. So coming off the hosel of the golf club for a right-handed player shooting way right to target, for a left-hander the opposite shooting off to the left, a very destructive shot in golf. Now the main reason for, the only real reason for a shank is basically that your arms have got further away from your body than they were at address. So whatever gap there was here between your body and your hands at setup is being increased, the club is moving away from you. There's a couple of different reasons why that occurs. It could be that the downswing is really dominated by the upper body in like a casting movement, throwing that club out away from you. Quite commonly it's caused from the swing path going too much in to out. So we actually would like to see generally an in to square to in path, but it's when the player is actually swinging too much in to out, not really getting this rotation, this pivot towards the target. I would say the most common of the three is actually going to be this movement, this early extension where the hips are thrusting forwards towards the ball. So the player might well have maintained the gap between the hands and the thighs, but because their hips are actually moving forwards, it's pushed their hands forwards as well, and they just promote the heel to it. Now we'll get a lot of compensations, people standing further away and all sorts of things, but to really fix it, I want to show you a really simple exercise that you can drum in just at home, in the house, in the garden, on the driving range, that's going to give you the feeling of actually increasing the depth of your hips here, so actually feeling like you're pushing your backside backwards on the downswing rather than forwards. That's going to get your arms much tighter to your body. So the simple exercise is just to put two balls down. There's about a ball's width between the two of them here as a rough gauge. And I don't mind what club you're doing this with. I've got a 9-iron here. I've seen people shank any real iron, but I guess I see more of it with shorter irons, wedges, than I do the rest. But it doesn't matter what club you really practice this with. So I'm going to set up to the outside one of the two balls, the one furthest away, and I'm just going to try and strike the inside one. So I'm setting up the outside, but trying to strike the inside one. Now to achieve that, what I'm going to try and do is on the downswing, I'm trying to actually gain depth where I'm really feeling like I'm pushing my pelvis backwards to be able to strike this inside golf ball, rather than if I'm sitting up to the outside one and I'm thrusting forwards towards the ball, it's going to be very difficult to strike the inside one without creating a really in to out path. So set up to the outside ball, have some practice drills at it first, where you're trying to really feel like you increase the depth there, pushing your pelvis backwards to be able to strike that inside ball. Let's try that again. That's the move we're really looking for. It's a tough exercise, but I'm going to go ahead and hit it. You won't see the ball flight on this one. It will be a bit confused, my GC2, of which one I'm actually trying to strike, but I'll hit a normal one at the end after doing one or two of these. So set up to the outside one, hit the inside. A little heavy, but I'm not overly worried about that. You'll see, and I'll do a slow-mo of this in the video as well. You'll see there's that loss of height here. So to stop striking heavy, I've actually just got to feel like my hips are rising a little bit more into impact. But in this drill, I'm really trying to concentrate on this move, and I'm not as focused on this pivot towards the target. So, and again, let's do another practice drill of that. Gaining depth with my hips. That was a better strike. Really got the feeling there. Let's go ahead and hit one, so you'll see this one come up on the screen for you. As I said, you'll have seen that slow-mo as well, so check that out a few times. Just going to draw the couple of lines on there so you'll see my hips are actually Holding position or moving backwards is what I'm trying to feel rather than moving forwards towards the ball, and that just gets my arms a little tighter in. So let's go ahead and get the feeling of what I'm trying to achieve here. That's the move, and then let's go ahead and hit it. Definitely got the feeling it was actually way out of the toe. But if you have been hitting them out the heel, that's exactly what you want to feel. You don't want to feel it anywhere near the heel of the golf club. So, oh, we didn't get, for some reason, all the face data on that. So we got the path and the angle of attack, but for some reason, maybe I need to change over the one of the dots. Let's just try one more. Let's give that just one last go. It may just be I need to change one or two of the reflective dots for the head measurement device, but let me just try that again. That's the feeling I'm really trying to create, is that start of the downswing, my hips pushing backwards. Very similar to the first one, very toey. But I'm really trying to feel like I'm over-exaggerating that downswing move, so I'm not too worried about a toe strike. It'll probably show us here. Yeah, I mean, you can see way outside the toe of the golf club. Not a good strike at all. The rest of the data looks okay. The club face was a little open, but really trying to get that exaggerated feeling of actually keeping my pelvis back or increasing the depth of my hips there. So it's a great exercise for you guys to give a go. I know it will get rid of your shanks, so if it is something you struggle with now and again, get some video on, look and see if your pelvis is thrusting forwards, if that's pushing your arms very much in to out, or if you've just got these arms going way away from you. If you get this lower body move at the start of the downswing, your arms will definitely be tighter to your body and you're not going to get any out the heel there. Give that a go. Let me know how you get on with that. Do post some comments and questions below. I'd love to hear how you're getting on with these exercises. And check out the channel for plenty of other content coming Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Thanks guys, we'll see you next time.